What if I told you that the ancient Indian Vedas, often dismissed as mythology, were revered by some of the greatest thinkers of all time as profound sources of wisdom? While early colonial scholars sought to undermine them, luminaries like Schopenhauer, Emerson, and Oppenheimer saw unparalleled brilliance in their teachings. Early Indologists like Max Muller and Thomas Macaulay significantly shaped how the West viewed the Vedas. Muller once described them as worse than savage and declared, "India must be conquered again by education. Its religion is doomed." However, in the later years of his life, Muller profoundly praised the Vedas and took on the monumental task of translating them into English. Macaulay envisioned creating a class of Indians who were Indian in blood and color, but English in taste, in morals, and in intellect. He promoted English education in India and systematically misinterpreted Sanskrit texts to portray the Vedas as primitive myths. Not everyone shared the colonial narrative. German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer criticized these Indologists for their shallow understanding of Sanskrit, comparing it to that of schoolboys. He described the Vedas as deep, original, lofty thoughts, suffused with a high and holy seriousness. American thinkers Ralph Waldo Emerson and Henry David Thoreau were also deeply influenced by Vedic philosophy. Emerson read the Vedas daily and wrote, "I owed a magnificent day to the Bhagavad Gita." Thoreau echoed this, saying, "In the morning I bathe my intellect in the stupendous philosophy of the Bhagavad Gita, in comparison with which our modern world and its literature seem puny and trivial." Julius Robert Oppenheimer, the father of the atomic bomb, called the Vedas the greatest privilege of this century. During the first nuclear explosion, he quoted the Bhagavad Gita, "Death I am, cause of destruction of the worlds." When asked if it was the first nuclear explosion, he cryptically replied, "Yes, in modern times," hinting at ancient nuclear events. Thinkers like Alfred North Whitehead praised Vedanta as the most impressive metaphysics the human mind has conceived. Chinese scholar Lin Yutong acknowledged India as China's teacher in trigonometry, quadratic equations, grammar, and phonetics. French philosopher Voltaire boldly proclaimed, "Everything has come down to us from the banks of the Ganges." What do you think about the Vedas? Comment below. And as always, stay curious. Stay with Curious Club.